Now we're getting somewhere.
You have brought my crew back. Well done, both of you. I have ordered my skeletons to take them to their quarters. We must revive them soon, but we need more soul energy to start.
Some potent source would be nice, eh? Some cursed trinket or the like.
Aye. Perhaps we will find such a thing at New Crockbury.
I'll set a course at once.
Not yet, Navigator. There's something else I want you to look into. 5 of Marley's crew assemble. Ignatius spoke those words to me, quoting from the captain's riddle. They have stirred something in me. You must speak to Estelle.
Who? The monkey?
Aye, she knows my insides better than me. Perhaps she'll know what to do.
Always move forward. Estelle, I presume? Sorry, I don't speak monkey. All right, then. 5 of Marley's crew assemble. Anything you can show me? I'll throw in a banana. Hey, wait for me! I like these odds. I believe we have arrived. Can you hear me, Marley?
Aye, but I can barely sense you.
I'll be your eyes and ears. Aye. Well, well. An empty table and an ominous door. I like it already. That's not in my power. A chained door. 3 bolts on top, and no locks to pick. 5 of Marley's crew assemble. Estelle? Can you bring Toya down here? I'll make it 2 bananas.
Navigator, I have a crew to feed, and yet Estelle informs me that I must come down here.
Apologies. You might be the key to this door.
Explain.
5 of Marley's crew assemble. I'd say that makes you part of the riddle.
Sound logic. However, what would you suggest I do?
Try something.
I'm always prepared. It will be this table. We sealed our contracts here. A dagger for each of us.
You wouldn't have that dagger with you.
Always.
Let's reenact your signing.
Add some spice.
Toya.
Aye, here to reap the culinary plunder of land and sea, and discover the perfect recipes for the dead. I presume I did this correctly.
Aye, it's clear then. 5 chains for 5 crew.
A sharp deduction. You took to this puzzle rather quickly.
There's more to discover here. We'll see what answers New Crockbury holds.
Navigator, we can now set sail to New Crockbury. Chart a course when you're ready.
Straight to the point. Now we're getting somewhere. I'll be there soon.
Toya, ready. Move with speed. I report for duty, Marley.
Good. The skeleton crew's diet has been thoroughly lacking in your absence.
Have they eaten anything during that time?
Mostly scraps and whatever they could catch themselves.
No more. I will see that they are properly fed. Aye.
My soul is razor sharp. Consider it done.
Teresa, ready to serve.
Well, well.
Von Preiswald, at your service.
Always move forward. No second thoughts, eh?
Let's try a new recipe. Move like water. Vakatta.
Where to, navigator? New Crockbury, a small trade post in the middle of the timeless shores. What was once a haven for ships and traders of all flags has been reshaped by the Inquisition. The inhabitants have either been intimidated into submission or relocated to make room for Ignatius' plans. The port has been expanded, and warehouses are being constructed to process the constant influx of wares. Cursed items from across the shores are here to be examined by Ignatius' lackeys in the hopes of finding the answers to the captain's riddle.
I report. New crockery lies on the horizon.
As expected, the trade post is now overrun with zealots. Someone here was entrusted with the captain's riddle. We must discover who.
Easy. We sneak in by night. Listen in on the nightly chatter.
Ah, but we can do more than that. We can listen to the past itself. Do you see them? Memory fragments, echoes of the past. Touch one, and you get a glimpse into recent events.
Ah! We spy on the past to find our target in the present.
You are starting to catch on, Navigator. The island is small, so you should have no trouble finding your prey. Stick to the shadows, browse through those memory fragments, and should you happen upon another source of soul energy, that would be useful as well. Let's choose our landing, Navigator.
Still not much of a choice, eh?
I'll hear no complaints.
We are ready. I see your mind is getting a taste for the Mali's powers, Navigator.
Aye. Though there's still plenty of strangeness to digest.
Do not think about it too much. Sometimes we forget details or repeat things already said. A small price to pay for a recipe to defy fate. Wouldn't you agree?
No second thoughts, eh?
May them protect.
Well, well.
You have to watch the beach.
Balanced to perfection. In a moment, Nakama.
I went there. The rite must be fulfilled by now.
It's not how the right... Very traditional. Go back.
I carry this burden. An ambush in the making.
I have a feeling that
The oldest tricks are
tumble
the
down at
best.
any moment.
You're supposed to walk beyond it, not wait to turn around below it.
Good taste.
Time is moving
I
fast.
cannot lose.
Police hide all man.
Cursed are here! Abomination!
Good starter.
Opportunity calls. The iron burns.
Wretch!
Strange.
One bullet.
through the heart.
Who?
Ah, curse you!
A feast for my blade. Our objective. I see the Inquisition has expansion plans for New Crockery.
Somehow I don't think it'll suit the town. Let's get moving, eh? I need energy.
This will suffice. I follow the plan. Stand up, pirate. Your soul is not lost yet.
Oh, appreciated.
It will be done.
You must never speak the riddle out loud, not even when you are alone.
Is there any particular reason for this secrecy?
None that may concern you, Magistratus.
Very well. And what should be done with the original text?
Keep it secure. Do not fashion any copies.
I shall keep it on my person at all times.
Did you hear? The Magistratus was entrusted with the riddle text.
Aye, we have found our target. I stand ready.
Very sensible, Marley. Simple.
Modify this pathetic town as you see fit. It needs to house the incoming relics.
Of course, my lady. What is to be done with them?
The Eudex and you will inspect each of them until we find the right ones.
It may take considerable time.
The Eudex can see things you cannot. Make use of this, and you might remain on schedule.
As you say, my Lady Inquisitor.
This is really something. It's like I'm there.
Aye. All the senses are served. Perfect for spy work.
Always move
At
forward.
your command.
You recognize my own home?
Free.
Stick it.
One less to worry about.
Double pork.
Consider it done.
Now it's a glorified.
My galley is the battlefield.
We welcome you, Cursed. At your service.
Anyone hungry? Move like water.
Let's see what's out there.
I'll keep it stored.
I'm here. One arm, two souls. Get ready to strike. My special technique. Quickly. I will be back. A simple method of deception.
I heard that, you fiend. Who was that? What horrors lie hidden in the brush? We should have burned these weeds.
Never look back.
Yokai! Sufficiently skewered.
What do we have here? Heave ho! I'll be there soon.
Cut through the shadows. Aye.
There is mild corruption here.
I have already requested the rite of purification.
Good. Reports of your diligence have not been exaggerated.
I live to serve the maiden, though I do find this task rather peculiar.
The Grand Council has sanctioned our pursuits. Your piety will not be besmirched.
That is good to hear, my lady.
It's been a while.
What's in it for me? Straight to the point.
The Mali remembers. The dish takes shape. The trap is set. Follow the noise. On my way.
Who dares disturb me?
My soul is razor sharp. Unshackled. Quite the collection Ignatia has here.
Aye, I spied a piece of ancient angler meat.
These come from the nearby islands. Dreadvine's Cove, Angler's Grave. There's more. Coral from Calamity Reef. Slabs from the Iron Bay.
I'd wager the riddle has Ignatia thoroughly stumped.
I like it all. Rotting flesh.
I can smell your rotting flesh.
The maiden's judgment awaits, creature.
Blink.
Rectifica! Oh, how I will
Fire
enjoy
will guide
purging
me
your
to
soul.
you, fiend. Good. We've driven them back to the villa.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Crates of special interest are to be twice sealed and marked before sending them to Gran Alcazar.
Maybe they should see a confessor.
Straight to the point.
Where is that acolyte with the samples from Angler's grave? He is not 0.8 minutes overdue.
How long has it been?
Careful when
Thank you for the backup.
corner from Calamity Reef. Who knows what ruinous energies still lingered in them?
Through the below.
We should have a race sometime.
Let's get you somewhere else.
Soon, it will all make sense. You'll see.
Why are the supplies for temporary storage still within the transitional area? Move it to the space mark for temporal storage at once. Shipment 301 is designated for immediate send-off to the Iron Bay. When is that ship coming?
Well, well.
Whoa?
Urge the undead! Burn the cursed wretch!
My judgment awaits you, creature.
The fire longs
The
for your
stench
cursed
of your
soul!
corruption still lingers. You are wasting precious time, pirate. Come forth!
Abominable brat!
I am an arbiter of the
Shelter
maiden.
you!
Cower!
Special interests are to be thrice sealed and marked before sending them to Gran Alcazar.
No second thoughts, eh? The iron burns. Death's not the end, eh?
Useless. Not loaded. Move with speed. How unexpected.
Let's get moving, eh?
I'm pushed out. Some help?
Consider it
The
done.
Magistratus's pockets are empty.
Find a nearby fragment. May tell us more. I can help if you let me.
I like these odds.
Will you take it off my hands?
The Inquisitor chose you to guard the riddle, brother.
Even I can sense the corruption in the thing. Take it off me, at least for a while.
I agree. It is potent. Very well. Give it to me.
My thanks. The acolytes can watch over you while you meditate at the lighthouse. Should you feel any abnormalities, they will be there to assist.
Well, well. So the Udex took the riddle to the lighthouse.
Aye, small. Seems the writing is potent with soul energy. Make for the lighthouse. We may kill two birds with one stone.
Aye. I'll be there soon.
Let me remind you.
None of this will matter.
Now we're getting somewhere. Always move forward.
7 blades. Preparing the ingredients. A useful gift.
We all have our place in the
Nice
That's
name,
my
Anna.
sacred task.
Why not
We should
use
have
my
burned
power?
it.
Leaves hide all manner of things.
All in one motion.
I like it.
I'm hit. I smell burning.
Little death bringer.
How unexpected. I'm always. I'm going in.
Cursed brush.
One of our own was butchered.
Will I find you between the vines? Ensure a calcula rectifica. We will feed your
Amazing,
carcasses
precious
to
time.
the fire.
Come for!
Measure,
Measure,
calculate,
rectify.
A memory for the Maris.
The stench of your corruption still
Calcula,
lingers.
rectifica.
ensure,
I am an arbiter of the main
rectificawa.
before.
Good. We've driven them back to the below.
A familiar tune.
Not interested.
Let's see what's out there. Straight to the point.
Oh.
I'll be there soon. My body fades. Ah, curse! Ah, some help,
Let's
please.
try a new recipe.
Hey!
Cursed hands have taken this life. Rectifica! Measure, calculate, rectify. We will feed your carcass to the pyre. The fire longs for your cursed soul.
That sounds spice.
Calcula! Rectifica! I can smell your rotting flesh. We will feed your carcass guide me to you.
Return to your body. The fight is not over.
Let's not repeat that, eh? No second thoughts, eh?
Fire longs for your cursed
There's
soul.
no distance.
On the cursed race!
The iron burns.
My body is too burned.
Let's unshackle your soul. Now we're getting somewhere.
The maiden's judgment awaits, creature.
Consider up. There's work to do.
I prefer having a body.
I like these odds.
I must depart for Gran Alcazar. You will carry on here with the Magistratus.
As you command, my lady.
Keep your gaze on him. The thing he carries seeps with corruption.
I have noticed.
If he yields to corruption, he is yours to judge. What he carries must remain intact until we have found our answers.
Always move forward.
Best not forget, yes?
I
Strike with precision. The heart speaks. Vagatta.
Huh? Food for the fire.
Our objective is clear.
No second thoughts, eh? Always move forward. There's the lighthouse.
Stay in the shadows. Avoid the Udex's heightened gaze.
The dish takes shape. Aye.
I thought so.
Opportunity calls. I'll be there soon.
No one is allowed to stray. But I must stay.
Straight to the point.
Be left empty.
I like it already.
I will report this later. A distraction I cannot support.
My galley is the battlefield. Yokai!
The fire will test them, as it tests all.
Move like water.
Is that?
All
What
right
kind
now.
of thing made that
Who
noise?
is that?
Prepare for death.
Consider it done. Your soul is free. Enjoy. No second thoughts, eh?
My blade is ready.
Let's see what's out there. I blink.
I'm going in.
Look at that. A stone slab with writing. And it's bursting with soul energy. So, are these Mordecai's words?
I can feel it. Listen.
5 of Marley's crew assemble. Relics lost on timeless shores. 1 of bark and cursed bramble. 1 of black and ashen ores. 1 of bone and fingers cold. 1 of futures yet untold. Bring to light the captain's gambit behind Marley's secret doors.
To hear the captain's voice again. It's been too long. Well done. Bring the riddle slab with you. I'll extract the soul energy once you're on board. It's been a while.
Impossible. Simple.
Could you make heads or tails of that riddle?
Neither. This must be a puzzle only the Marley can solve. Still, Our victory is twofold. This slab carries a massive helping of soul energy.
Any suggestions as to who we should revive next?
Mission choice is yours to...
Always move forward.
Slice and dice.
Very traditional.
Ship cook, it's good to feel the warmth of your kitchen again.
Likewise, though I noticed our larders are woefully empty.
I'm afraid Ignatius' lackeys have burned most of our unholy provisions.
Cooking without ingredients is like heading into battle without a blade.
The skeletons will restock supplies in time. Meanwhile, you could see your limited options as a challenge.
A challenge, you say? I see. Most intriguing. A stew of figurehead moss. Fried barnacles from the bow. A red soup wrung from your oily sails.
Now that I hear you describe it, I'm rather glad I don't have taste buds.
Do not fear, Marley. Just as any fight can be won, so can any dish be made palatable with the right technique. I have never served anything but excellence to the skeletons. I would rather see them starve.
Let's see what's out there. Consider it done.
This stone slab, these are the captain's words meant for us.
I couldn't help but notice the stone is dripping with soul energy.
A gift from the captain. I've already drawn it out. I believe we have enough to revive another crew member. I will leave the decision to you, while I ponder the secrets of the riddle.
I'll be there soon. I like it already.
Gammon is ready. Back again. Yeah. I must inspect the cannons at once.
So the mighty Gael Lebris does not slow down. Is it true you once sailed a galleon all on your own?
Ha! That I did. I wrote a poem about it. Maybe you've heard it? Storm. You and I fought over the blue. I prevailed, but so did you. You moved on with grayish hue, left me behind. I long after you. But where are my manners? You are new here. You know my name, so may I ask yours?
Athea Manicato, navigator on this illustrious treasure hunt.
A navigator? Well, as long as you get us close to where my cannon must fire, we will work well together.
Canoness, before you bury yourself in work, you must visit the training deck.
Ah, Maul. You fear I am rusted? I will descend into your bowels and prove you wrong. Let's not ask for permission.
You haven't finished your training. Are you moving on? That completes your training, Canoness. The riddle hold awaits.
Let's not ask for permission.
Gael.
Aye. Your canoness through 100 battles and more. As long as the waves do our bidding. I'll have to write that down. We are done here, oui? I will return to my cannons then.
Navigator, return to me once you're ready.
What do we have here?
Where to, Navigator? This is good. We have made further steps in solving the riddle.
Found anything interesting in those cryptic rhymes?
I have indeed. I believe I know the purpose of the 3 bowls above the riddle room door. It's time we expand our reach across the timeless shores. Come to the map table.
I'll be there soon. Straight to the point.
There are many islands in the Timeless Shores. The riddle tells us where to go.
Bark and bramble, ash and ore, bone and fingers.
Those are clues pointing to 3 islands. Dreadvine's Cove, an island of wild nature and haunted flora. The Iron Bay, one of the Inquisition's furnace islands. The Isle of Penance, a prison of souls harboring an old associate. I believe they all hold relics, but the 4th clue is still a mystery to me.
We'll figure it out as we go. We also need more soul energy and black pearls.
The relics will most likely be imbued with energy. As for the black pearls, the twins of Narek to Maresh still owe us a favor. Dreadvine's Cove and the Iron Bay might also have pearls. I entrust the choice of heading to you, Navigator. Dreadvine's Cove, a wild island overgrown by cursed flora. It is the seat of the mighty Dreadvine, an eldritch plant of incredible age. Its roots span across the island, creeping tentacles of bark and thorn that divide the very land with their presence. The captain once negotiated a pact between us and the Dreadvine, granting us safe harbor in its domain. Now the Inquisition has claimed the island, prodding and dissecting the Dreadvine even as it feeds on their souls. White marble now juts from the jungle like giant bones as the Inquisition do their work. Even in the shadow of the Dreadvine's terrible wrath, we will use the situation to our advantage and appeal to the Dreadvine in our hunt for relics and black pearls. We've arrived. If my guess is correct, the relic of bark and bramble lies hidden here.
A bit vague for an island full of jungle. Where do we start?
Lost, are we, little pirates? How bold of you to enter my domain without even knowing what you are looking for.
Ah, Dreadvine. I see you're listening in.
This is my island, Marley. Nothing here escapes my notice or my wrath.
We have come in search of a relic the captain has hidden here. One of bark and cursed bramble.
So, you know the words. Then the Gambit has begun.
You have it then?
Until recently. Unfortunately for you, the Inquisition has claimed it, ignorant as they are. They had no idea what it was, and split it into 3 parts. Do you see the crates that litter the harbor? Your relic is in 3 of them.
Since nothing on this island escapes your notice, do you know which 3 it is, eh?
Of course, little pilot. But Mordecai wished for you to earn your prize. I am happy to oblige him.
Well, well. Espionage it is then.
There is a commissarius on the beach. Listen in on his conversation, and it may lead us to our prize. Now, choose our landing, Navigator.
Canoness with you.
We are ready.
Always ready.